We're here at the Bill Green Athletic Arena. Right now we're in the midst of the JV contest between the Marion Giants and the Huntington North Vikings. The Giants right now lead the ball game 29-23, the closing seconds of the third quarter. We're going to let you enjoy the fourth quarter right here on Marion Giants TV. And then immediately following this game, we'll have our pregame show and tonight's varsity contest between the Marion Giants and Huntington North Vikings. So stay right there and enjoy a good night of basketball from the arena.
On behalf of the Marion Giant baseball team, we would like to thank the Alumni Association for our new jackets.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alumni Association, for our new uniforms.
Hey, alumni, thank you for the headsets.
Thank you, Alumni Association, for the travel suits.
We're going to Raider Nationals because the Alumni Association has made that possible. Thank you very much.
Foul number 5 for the Vikings. Tony Becker, the team's first. White to shoot 2 for the Giants. Foul number 10 for the Vikings, Grant Campbell. His second, team second. Anderson to shoot 2 for the Giants. Foul number 10, Grant Campbell. His third, the team's third. Red to shoot one for the Giants. Foul on Wes Hodgkins for the Vikings. His first, the team's fourth. Possession arrow to the Vikings. Foul number 44 for the Vikings, Wes Hodgkins. 45. White with one more for the Giants. Three-point basket, Tony Decker. Timeout, Viking. Full
I'm
timeout.
Evan King, licensed insurance agent, and I am dedicated to taking care of our community and beyond. Whether you're retiring early, own a small business, just turned 26, moving out
In the
on your
fourth quarter,
own,
the Colts
in
lead the
between
Steelers.
jobs, or you're looking for Medicare coverage, I can help. I'm Evan King, your trusted insurance agent, serving Marion and beyond. I want to make sure that your health is king.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset done changed ever since we was on. I dreamed it since I was.
Foul number 11 for the Vikings, James Lincoln. His first. Krishan Guerrero to shoot two for the Giants. Foul on number 5, Tony Decker for the Vikings, his second. Tony Curry to shoot 2 for the Giants. James Linker. Foul number 30 for the Vikings. Isaac Grogg, his third. Anderson to shoot 2 for the Giants.
I may not be able to knock down the threes, but when it comes to your smile, I'm a straight shooter. Gorman and Bunch Orthodontics. We'll put a smile on your face. Basket to Viking. Foul number 30 for the Vikings, Isaac Grogg, his fourth. Caleb Richardson to shoot 2 for the Giants. James Linker.
Foul number 10 for the Vikings, Grant Campbell. His fourth. Guerrero to shoot 2 for the Giants. Foul on Wes Hotchkiss, his second. Tony Curry to shoot 2 for the Giants. Foul number 45 for the Vikings. Caleb Richardson to shoot 2 for the Giants. Final score, the Giants 53, the Vikings 43. We want to thank tonight's game sponsor, Insurance Management Group. Also a reminder that Chick-fil-A sandwiches are available at the concession stand.
Insurance Management Group, our mission is to protect our coworkers, communities, and clients. One way in doing so is we educate and equip our clients with the information that they need to make the best insurance decision for them. Please check us out at insurancemanagementgroup.com. Looking forward to working with you soon.
There's a new game in town at Greg Hubler Buick GMC. And supporting the Marion community is our #1 goal. From raising funds for local charities to volunteering our time, to giving back any way we can. Greg Hubler Buick GMC is behind the Marion community all the way. That includes being a proud sponsor of Marion High School basketball. For the best deals in town, it's a slam dunk at Greg Hubler Buick GMC.
From the historic Bill Green Athletic Arena, home of the 8-time state champion Marion Giants, on the campus of Marion High School in Marion, Indiana, we've got Marion Giant basketball. Hello everyone, I'm Greg Keaton, and our very special guest tonight is familiar. His name is familiar with most Marion Giant fans, from his dad to his brothers to his career. A member of the 1986 and 87 state champion Giants, Mr. Eric Persinger. Welcome to the broadcast.
Well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's good to be here. It's been a few years since I've been back here, so it's good to get back and smell the smells of the Marion Arena.
We were just talking, it's hard to believe it's been almost 36 years ago that I was up here and you were down there and I was talking about you playing.
I've not thought about it that way until you said that. 36 years, is that right? Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. A lot has changed, but a lot is the same as well, too. So.
And you're one of those unique players that went the transition from Coach Green to Coach Gunn. How was that?
It was interesting. Not only transition from Coach Green, but some of the players that transitioned out. It was a big transition. From the successes we were having under Coach Green and a historic coach like that, playing the matchup zone defense and going to a completely different style of defense in basketball. But as we were talking about earlier, we still had a lot of success that year, had a lot of talent that year as well.
And you guys had the distinction of coming out that after the three-peat of dealing with teams that were ready to get some revenge.
Yeah, every team, and it's probably still that way to this day when they see Marion on their schedule. That's still probably a big game for a lot of these teams. But yeah, we had punished a lot of those teams for 3 straight years, and they were ready to get some revenge.
And I was watching the tape this afternoon of one of the games in the '88 season where you defeated Lafayette. I believe it was 96-47, and I looked and there was still almost a full house here.
Yeah, we had a lot of good support that year, still had a lot of tradition, and I think it carried on past that for a few years, at least through the class basketball. When it was a one-class basketball system, it seems the multi-class kind of brought the crowds down a little bit.
I know you said you were here a couple years ago. When you walk into the arena, do you still think about some of the games you played in and some of the things that happened?
After 36 years, I don't remember much, but there are a few things I still do remember. But it's great to come in and see the Hall of Fame and all of the Giant, all sports, not just basketball, but all the paraphernalia and all the success that they support here on the team with the Hall of Fame and the banners. They've done a really nice job here of chronicling the history of Marion Giants.
Yeah, and our own Mark Fowler is responsible for most of that. He's worked so hard behind the scenes with the Hall of Fame and the Hall of Distinction, a lot of things going on there. When people walk in here, they see a lot of history and a lot of tradition.
Yeah, and I certainly saw that when I walked in here today, walking down the hallway and seeing the almost life-size pictures of some of the stars of the past.
And you had a unique situation. You had a brother that played on the team with you.
Yeah, Kyle and I have always played together, so it was just seemed normal at the time. Now we're broadcasting together tonight, so yeah, competition.
He's just down the way, yeah. So hopefully people tune in here because they can see the game here.
Right, that's true. You got an advantage. So.
Well, I guess we know that you're better on television and he's better on radio. He's got a face for radio.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I imagine growing up with your brothers and your family that you had some pretty rough, competitive, maybe one-on-one games or some basketball games in the driveway.
Yeah, we were always very competitive, not just within the family, but within the whole community of Marion. There were a lot of pickup games at parks and things like that. And, you know, growing up with my dad, the principal here, we were always at all the games growing up when we were young, running down on the court after the games and using rolled up popcorn bags to shoot three-pointers. And so we just grew up in this community, in this area, in the high school, and always had a lot of friendly competition, not just amongst us in our family, but amongst the rest of the people we grew up with here.
There were never any hard fouls that took place, were there?
No, not too much.
No bloodshed?
No, not that I remember.
One of the great things about during that era was always would begin the new season when your dad would come out and he would talk and they'd bring out the championship trophy and then he would say, let's do it again.
Yeah. I do remember that, yeah. He would always put that out there as a goal for the season. Obviously it was already our goal before he said that, but I do remember those at the pep rally after we just won. Let's do it again next year.
That always got the crowd fired up. They're all fired up already. When they heard that, it kind of got everybody going again, say, here we go again.
Yeah, that was something that we always put out there at the end of each year is to strive for that the next season. So.
Well, it's going to be a fun night. It's going to be an interesting night. The Marion Giants come in tonight 3-3 after a tough loss last night to a very good Kokomo team who's got an All-American who's going to Kansas. So they definitely have a good team, a team is going to have to be contended with later on the season. We'll possibly hook up with them again in the sectional. We've got Huntington North coming in on a little different situation, kind of a first-year coach, kind of a rebuilding situation. They're 0-5, but they've been competitive. So anytime Huntington and Marion get together, as you know, it's going to be a good contest.
Yeah, it's always, especially back in the late 80s when we were playing, they had some really good teams. We had a lot of good competition with them, and Marion needs to look to get out to a quick start tonight. That's always what you want to do when you're coming to a game that you feel like you're supposed to win, is get out to a quick start. Don't let them feel like they're in the game through the first quarter.
It's going to be a fun night, so we're glad tonight that Coach James Blackman will be back on the bench. He missed the last couple of ball games due to a couple of technicals in the Richmond game, but I know he's ready and he's all fired up and ready to go. I know he's going to have his team ready to go tonight.
Yeah, the thing about Coach Blackman's team is they always play hard, play very aggressively on defense, a very fast pace. I think Huntington will look to probably try and slow the pace of the game down, so it'll be interesting to see which style wins out.
That's why I always tell people from his playing days to his coaching days, he's a Hall of Famer, and of course he's historic, the things he did as a player, and now with 3 state championships. I can guarantee there's nobody in the Bill Green Athletic Arena tonight that wants to win the game more than Coach Blackman.
Of course, yeah, he obviously has a storied history here, and a storied history in his coaching career too, with state championships up in Fort Wayne before having the opportunity to come back to Marion and win a state championship here. So yeah, I think especially with Huntington North, that's always been kind of a rivalry for Marion over the years. It's one that you want to, again, get out to a quick start and take away any feeling that they have that they're still in the game.
And I think with his 3 state championships, there's only, I believe, 5 coaches in the state of Indiana that have more state championships than he does. So that's a pretty unique list to be a part of.
Yeah, that is a pretty unique list to be a part of. I know one. Coach Green had more than that. Who were the others? Let's test your skills.
Well, we'll work on that when we come back from break. We're going to have a great time tonight, so sit back and enjoy Marion Giant basketball. After a couple of messages, we'll be back and get prepared for tonight's contest.
Who values an Ivy Tech Community College Associate degree? Well, these Indiana colleges do. They're our partners in the Guaranteed Admissions Program, where an Ivy Tech Associate degree guarantees admission to their bachelor's programs. Who else? The 70,000 high school students who earn college credit each year and save tuition by doing it. But the real value of an Ivy Tech degree is the better life it makes possible. Get started today at ivytech.edu.
We're Kingdom Roofing Systems, your local roofing experts. We take great pride in our ability to ensure quality workmanship. We're in the top 1% of contractors in Indiana who have earned Owens Corning's greatest badge of honor, Platinum Preferred. Plus, your first 25 years are 100% covered by Owens Corning's workmanship warranty. Trust the confidence Owens Corning has in your local expert, Kingdom Roofing Systems.
Back at the Bill Green Athletic Arena, we're going to find out that answer to your question.
Good, good.
Coach Bill Green has 6 state championships.
I knew that one.
Everett Case has 4.
Okay.
Marion Crawley had 4. Glenn Curtis 4. Jack Kiefer 4. And then James Blackman and a few others that have 3.
Okay, thank you. I only got 2 of those.
So tune in and you get Marion Giant history. A lot of times we get things from 1967 Marion Giant. Al Colley, who's a Marion Giant historian, gives me a lot of facts and figures about the Giants. So we appreciate all that knowledge because there's a great, rich tradition of Marion Giant basketball.
Yeah, there is a lot of tradition here over the years, and it's always interesting to look back on it and think back on it. All the history that's happened here and the records that have been set here.
Well, we're looking tonight. The Giants have Jamin Townsend, who's right now currently 20th on the Marion Giant scoring list with 944 points. He's just 44 points behind Reggie Jones for 19th spot. But we was looking on that list a little earlier. I noticed your dad scored 695 points. He's a little up on the list.
Yeah.
Then that brother that got a lot more playing time, obviously.
Right.
I don't know what was wrong with Coach Green, but obviously Kyle got a little more playing time. He has 562 points, and you came along with 330 points. So you had to get a lot of those off the bench.
Okay, so add that up. The person in your family is over 1,000.
There you go.
Well, I don't know what place that would put us in.
But here's something you can really, here's some brothers' bragging rights. Your dad's career high was 25 points.
Okay.
Kyle's career high was 21 points.
Right.
Your career high was 25. So you matched your dad and he didn't.
Okay, that's interesting, and I beat Kyle in that. I remember that game. That was against Lawrence North. It was against Eric Montross, who was 7'2", I think. Went on to play basketball at North Carolina. So
that's something you can bring up maybe around Christmas and the holidays. You want to talk about, who had the best game and who had the career high.
The only thing I've got going for me, I guess.
Well, you got a couple state championships, so there's nothing to tease about.
That's true, yeah.
So the Giants tonight, we're just a few moments away from the opening tip, the starting lineup. So we want to encourage you to stay tuned. I want to thank all of our Marion Giant sponsors. Tonight's game sponsor is IMG for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. And we want to encourage you to come out and watch the Giants, support the Giants in person. But if you can't come out, we're going to have every home game right here on Marion Giants TV. In fact, this Tuesday night, we want to encourage you to be here. It's going to be another contest. Noblesville is going to come in, so that's going to be a good ball game. So if you have a chance, come out just before the holidays and enjoy some Marion Giant basketball. So we're going to take a short timeout, then we're going to come back and get ready for the starting lineups and tonight's game.
An injury can be a scary time, but you'll be in good hands with Marion Health Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. Our board-certified surgeons will partner with you to develop an individualized plan tailored to your athletic goals. Our recovery plan includes imaging, physical therapy, and post-surgical support to help you regain strength and prevent future injuries. Our proven process will help you confidently take the winning shot. Get back in the game with Marion Health. An injury can be a scary time, but you'll be in
Hi, my name is Nick McKinley, and I'm your local State Farm agent and your Giants PA announcer. You know, sometimes it's really hard to separate the two. Hold on a second. Nick McKinley, State Farm, this is Nick. Oh yeah, I can save you $300. Great, I'll see you soon. Like I said, it's really hard to separate that sometimes, but it's easy for you to separate from your insurance company. Come on down to Nick McKinley State Farm, and we'll save you some money and get you the best service in town. See you soon.
Marion High School has a rich history of music, sports, theater, and drama. We've been working on creating a digital video library of all the shows, games, and other media we can find so you can have a piece of that rich history. For more information, please contact Steve Wright at steve@wrightpromotions.video or call 765-669-1855.
Welcome back to the Bill Green Athletic Arena. We're just a few moments away from the starting lineups. Talking about this historic building, the Marion Giants have won 598 games, lost 135 for 81% winning percentage. So they do have sort of a home court advantage when you walk in here.
Yeah, it's always been a big advantage, especially back in the day when the place was packed. It was a big advantage. I wondering what the win percentage was for that kind of era back then. Probably over 90%, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, the teams definitely didn't want to come in here and play. Do you remember some of the talking about this building and the other day with the passing of George McGinnis, thinking about Coach Green coaching George McGinnis, the state championship in '69 against the Giants in the state finals that afternoon, and then him coming here and what he did. Do you remember some of the halftime speeches that Coach Green gave in the game? I mean, a lot of times you were ahead, but in that rare case you weren't playing well. Did he let you know what he thought about it?
He did, but he was never a big yeller, a big screamer. He knew what he wanted us to do. We knew what he wanted us to do as well. And it was usually just kind of correcting what was wrong, usually on defense. Coach Green was big on defense. He thought everything started on defense. Of course, he had the famous matchup zone that a lot of teams have taken to over the years. He wrote a book about it. So it was usually, it was a pretty intricate defense, different than any defense, man-to-man or zone, regular zone defense. So it was usually just cleaning up defenses, assignments, and everyone's positions on that. But he was never really one to yell and scream.
But he usually got his point across.
He did get his point across, yeah. He had playing time on his hands. So.
I remember one of the things he used to tell the players when he was coaching, sometimes, you know, if a player would act up on the court, maybe do some things they shouldn't be doing, he'd say, well, I'll tell you what, if you don't embarrass me on the court, I won't embarrass you. But if you embarrass me on the court, I'm going to embarrass you. So that kind of was a reason not to act up on the court.
That seems fair. And you know, back in those days, we had a lot of leaders on the court, so he didn't really have to do a whole lot. If we weren't doing it on the court, you'd hear from it from Lyndon or from someone like that about what we were supposed to be doing.
So it's going to be a fun night. The Marion Giants coming off, we say, a tough loss last night, and they've got a really kind of in the middle of a murderer's row type schedule with Kokomo last night. They got Huntington in here tonight, Noblesville Tuesday. Then after Christmas, we've got Lawrence North comes in, and then a little small school down by Indianapolis, Carmel. You heard of them?
Yeah, that's a tough road to go into the holidays on. But you know, there's not a lot of easy games out there anymore. A lot of good teams around the state, and you just got to play who's next on your schedule.
Well, it gets you battle tested. You really can't take a night off because every team you play could. I mean, like last night. Halftime we came out, we were down 10, we hit a quick 3, we were down 7. Next thing you know, Kokomo goes on this field. Next thing we turn around, we're down 16.
Yeah, and usually that's because of defensive breakdowns. Didn't see the game last night, but it sounds like Kokomo was able to score at will kind of after halftime. And that's usually where you've got to tighten up and be able to make your points back is on defense. So.
Of course, I know it was always a good thing back in the day in the during the 85, 86, 87 run. Not only to have the players, but it's always nice to have someone with the experience of Coach Bill Green on the sidelines, because you kind of felt like, I know from our standpoint, we had the best coach in the building.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever any doubt that we had the best coach in the building every night and you know, the best players on the floors. So that's a good combination to have each night, is to know that you're the best coach team with the best players.
I know Coach Blackman has learned a lot from Coach Green. In fact, talking about records, he's moving on up. Coach Green, of course, is the all-time winningest coach at Marion High School in wins, has 320 wins. Second place is Woody Weir with 163. Okay. And Coach Blackman right now is at 157. So he's just about 7 wins away from moving into second place, which is kind of fitting that it's Bill Green and then it's James Blackman, because they had a great history together.
Yeah, they did. Interesting. I didn't know he was that close to second place.
Time for the national anthem and the starting lineups.
As they take on your Marion Giants. We want to thank tonight's game sponsor, Insurance Management Group. Marion High School and the IHSAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, coaches, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We also remind you that Marion High School is a smoke and vape-free facility. On behalf of Superintendent Keith Burke, Principal Dr. Stacy Hunt, and Athletic Director Steve Morch, thank you for attending tonight's game. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem as performed by Marion High School Class of 1980 alumni, Josie McClung.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, let's meet the starters for tonight's game. First, for the Huntington North Vikings, a 6-foot junior, number 3, Ethan Zahn. A 6'1" senior, number 11, Zach Nash. A 6'2" junior, number 21, Sam Double. A 6'2" senior, number 32, Asher Chaposky. And a 6'1" sophomore, number 40, Blaine Freeberger. junior, number 0, J.J. Smith. A 6'1 junior, number 23, Rogers. A 6'2 junior, number 10, Tuesday Jackson. A 6'3 sophomore, number 2, Logan Barnes. And a 6'7 junior, number 5, Jamin Townsend. Ladies and gentlemen, your Marion Giants. The Giants are coached by the Hall of Famer James Blackman, with associate head coach Nate McNeely and assistant coach Thomas Barnes. The officials for tonight's game are Scott Geis, Dave Spencer, and Tyler Richards.
Well, I'll tell you what, Josie McClung just did a tremendous job with that national anthem.
Yeah, that was really good.
I mean, I'm ready to go out there and play now. But I think we'll let these guys do it for us
younger
tonight.
than us, yeah.
Marion Giant basketball, the Huntington North Vikings, the Marion Giants. Long tradition. Last 35 years of playing each other. Giants were victorious 28 times and Huntington 10, so Marion's kind of had the upper hand. Giants won last year 67-65, and we're ready for Marion Giant basketball, and the Giants have the tip. Gonna bring it back out. Jamin goes inside, attacks the basket, wouldn't fall, rebound, Huntington. Jackson got it back for the Giants. Nice shot up, no good rebound. Still loose, Huntington comes away with it. Well, I'm sure Jamin's gonna attack the basket tonight. He was held to 15 points last night, almost 10 points below his average. So you know he's ready to go after it. Huntington, their first time on offense inside. Wide open layup, scores. Sam Double only averages a little under 4 points a game, but he has the first 2, and the Vikings are on top. Long shot out there. Rogers, no good. We got a foul. We're going to have 3 free throws. You don't want to do that if you're Huntington. You also had the transition year from the no three-pointers to three-pointers.
Yeah, I was thinking that was that same year, so that was something we would have liked to have had for the earlier teams. We would have had a lot more points if we had those three-point lines.
Yeah, 110 is not usually enough. We need a few more. Rogers a pretty good free throw to miss the free throw, missed the first 2. Jamin brings it back to settle down a little bit. Let's just, as Jay Edwards says, concentrate and relax. Knock them down. And he got it. Giants on the scoreboard. Huntington 2, Giants 1. Crowd has settled in tonight, hoping for a Marion Giant victory. The Giants trying to get back over 500. They come in 3-3. We mentioned Huntington is 0-5. Giants playing some tight man-to-man defense right now. Inside, there's a wide open 3 in the corner. Short, rebound the Giants on the run. They got Jamin all by himself. Get ready, lays up, hammered, and got the basket. Well, Huntington did all you could do right there. Still wasn't enough.
Yeah, Jamin took off on the shot, and when it came loose, they found him, and then was able to keep control of his body and get the basket and the foul.
Jamin trying to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and he got it. Giants up 4-2. Giants some full-court pressure. Could be something that causes the Vikings a little trouble tonight. Giants have a lot of quickness. He breaks away, lays it up, and scores. Nice move, nice basket by number 11, Zach Nash, who's their leading scorer, comes in averaging 15. Giants with their usual starting lineup. Jamin thought about a 3. He'll stop, fire, top of the key. Doesn't fall. Here come the Vikings on the run. Kind of surprised. I'm not sure really that Huntington wants to get into a running game with the Giants. Long outside shot. No good. Rebound. Tipped away is going to be Giant basketball. Thank our Marion Giant sponsors, Brunner Dental Center, Bobby and Corey Browder, Edward Jones, Evan King Health Markets, First Farmers Bank and Trust, and our game sponsor, IMG. Giants with Rogers, Smith, Barnes, Townsend, and Jackson on the floor. It's the usual basketball. Played 3 minutes and we're tied at 4. I would think Huntington would be content to have a lower scoring game. We said their leading scorer is averaging 15. After that, nobody's in double figures. Giants playing some good defense. Nowhere to go. And we got traveling. They keep playing the tight defense, and that's what happens.
Yeah, I think that's the plan there, is to be up on them tight defensively. Without a shot clock, though, it's difficult to play that tight of defense for that long of a time. So.
The Giants can take the lead. Jamin back out to Jackson, swinging around. Jamin working around in the corner. Thought about a three, he'll fire from 3, no good, rebound, Huntington. Ball's down, it's loose on the floor, still loose. Come away with it, go the other way, Jamin saves it. Back to Rogers, and Huntington steals it. Huntington did a good job getting back on defense there. Still tied at 4. There's a wide open 3. He'll fire it. He got it. Zach Nash, their leading scorer, he's got 5, and they've taken a 7-4 lead here in the opening quarter. Jamin's going to work on his man one-on-one, kicks it over. Smith drives up and no good. We got no foul. I thought the referee was going to call a foul, but he decided not to. And we're coming this way. Vikings with the ball and a 3-point lead. Vikings being patient, which sometimes is a trait you don't find in a lot of high school teams. Like, we want patience, but we want it right now.
Yeah.
And there's the steps, I believe. Yep. Gonna go back the other way. Thanks to our Marion Giant sponsors. Living Forward, Marion Health, Moving Real Estate, Nick McKinley State Farm Insurance, Nicholson Realty 2.0, Tomahawk Restaurant, TJR Equipment, and Via Credit Union. Thank all of our Marion Giant sponsors for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. Giants have the ball down 3, and we've got a tie-up. Chase Freshwater just checked into the lineup. And we got a couple more substitutions. Lucius Warner checks in. Tim Jones checks in. Right now, Coach Blackwood wanting to get a little more offense. We've been on 4 points for a while.
Yeah, and I think I would look to put Townsend down low. He's spent the whole game around the 3-point line, which I don't know if that's normally where he does, but with the height advantage here, I think you just got to take it down low.
Yeah, he gets down low, they won't be able to stop him. Inside, nice fake, up and wouldn't fall, and rebound. Here come the Giants on the run. Freshwater out with it. Oh, he gets kind of, well, they call travel. I thought he was getting mugged out there. Of course, back when you played, the officials always made the right call that you always agreed with, right?
I never argued with an official.
There you go. Usually doesn't get you anywhere, except maybe on the bench or a technical. Down to a minute 50 in the first half. The Vikings, the 7-4 lead. And we got a reach-in foul on Tim Jones. Right now, I know baseball is probably your favorite sport. We kind of got a baseball sport going, 7-4.
7-4, that's not surprising. That's about the type of game that I expected.
Vikings will play it in. Minute 47 go in the opening quarter. Right now, the Giants waiting to get their offense on track. Huntington staying with their game plan. They're being very patient, very deliberate. They go inside, up and overshot it. Rebound, Tim Jones. Here come the Giants. Quickly, there's Warner. Warner, spin move, nice move, up and wouldn't fall. Rebound, Jamin Townsend, and he's fouled. He's going to the line. What she was talking about, we get Jamin down there near the basket, near the blocks. He could do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's interesting that Huntington seems to be working the ball down low more, even though they're at a height disadvantage than Marion is.
First free throw doesn't go. Another substitution for the Vikings. Titus Schultz checks in. 5'10" freshman. So it's a good experience for a freshman to get to come in and play at the Bill Green Athletic Arena. And Jamin couldn't get either one of them. It's going to be Viking basketball. Right now the Giants are having a very chilly night shooting.
Yeah, not the start that you wanted.
Vikings cross the timeline. Got 70 seconds to go in the opening quarter, and the Vikings with a 3-point lead. And the longer you play like this, it gives your other team a little more confidence. Not that they don't think so, but at some point you stay close and you wake up as the other team and say, hey, we can play with these guys.
Yeah, if you just keep moving the game along and staying close, before you know it's the fourth quarter.
The Vikings still being very patient. Go inside, throws up a shot. It's going to be a foul on Jamin. Thanks of our Marion Giant Gold sponsors, Hunter Ford, Tim and Kelly Street Bar Brothers, Greg and Heather Kitts, J. Meyer Real Estate, St. Paul Parish, Summers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Melissa Stone Ruloff Mortgage Company, Philip Morgan Landscaping, the Mortz Group, Partners First Federal Credit Union, Wings, etc., and the class of 1971. Thank all of our Marion Giant sponsors for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. Free throws good. Nash right now has 6. He's outscored the Giants as they only have 4. He'll get one more. Giants have had some ball games this year where they've got off to a slow start. That wouldn't stay down. Here come the Giants. Quickly, Jones, he'll fire from 3. It's in the air. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound, Huntington. Knocked away. The Giants trying to get it back. Still loose. The Vikings get knocked away again. Warner. Barnes. He got it. Logan Barnes knocks down the 3, and Coach Blackman wants a timeout. With 30.9 left in the first quarter, Giants trail 8-7. Back in just a moment. Back at the Bill Green Athletic Arena, we got 30.9 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Vikings lead 8-7. What's Coach Blackman telling his team right now?
I think he's telling them just keep playing defense. I think that that last play where they stole the ball about 3 different times on the same half of the court.
Back at the Bill Green Athletic Arena, ready for quarter number 2. Giants did take the lead there at 9-8. So what's Coach Blackman saying now? Continue doing what you're doing?
Yeah, doing what you're doing. The last minute of that quarter was the best ball they played all night. saw the Huntington coach talking to their team about taking that last shot with 17 seconds left to give Marion a chance to get the ball back and score. Wasn't too happy with that. So.
Here's Jamin. He's going to drive inside, just takes it in strong and scores. Can't stop that.
You know, that's what I was expecting to see out of him throughout the first quarter. It looks like now he's decided to take it to the basket.
Huntington finds themselves down 3. Inside, that's going to be an offensive foul. We're going the other way. Good position there by Lucius Warner. As we talked about before pregame about that new rule with 5 fouls, you shoot 2 free throws. So it's very important that you hit free throws. And once you get into that situation, you got an opportunity to score a lot of points.
Yeah, that'll be a good rule for a team that shoots free throws well. Not so good for one that doesn't. But yeah, that's an interesting change I wasn't aware of.
Giants with a 3-point lead in the ball. Jones kicks it to the corner. Barnes fires short. Rebound, Huntington. Vikings on the run. Down quickly. Inside. Fakes up and wouldn't fall. Rebound. Jamin Townsend. Thought about a 3. Gives it to Warner. Fires for 3 in the air. No good. Rebound. Vikings will get a foul. I believe it's on Logan Barnes. We're going to come this way. Logan Barnes, that's his first team foul of the quarter. Jamin leading the Giants in scoring tonight so far with 7 of their 11. Giants putting on the full court trap. Huntington comes through pretty easily on that one. Vikings right now just got to kind of stay with their game plan. Long 3 in the air, no good. Rebound, Jamin Townsend. Loose, comes away with it, still loose, and we got a timeout by Coach Blackman. 6:45 to go, Giants up 11-8, back in just a moment.
I'm Evan King, licensed insurance agent, and I am dedicated to taking care of our community and beyond. Whether you're retiring early, own a small business, just turned 26, moving out on your own, in between jobs, or you're looking for Medicare coverage, I can help. I'm Evan King, your trusted insurance agent, serving Marion and beyond. I want to make sure that your health is king.
Back at the Bill Green Athletic Arena, and I believe the students and cheerleaders are having a, what's that, pom-pom basketball contest?
Yeah, I'm glad from how many they were making that they're not on the team. So I didn't see too many going in.
Giant basketball, they're up 11-8. Freshwater to Jamin. Tim Jones, Jackson, and Barnes out there. Jamin for 3, he got it. Jamin knocks down his first 3, the Giants' second 3 of the night, they're up 6. Splits the defense, nice move up and wouldn't go down. Here comes the Giants. Out quickly, here's Freshwater. Barnes thought about it and they took a couple steps. As Bill Russell used to say, they were just small steps, but they still count as traveling. Huntington North Viking basketball, they trail 14-8. Giants starting to get a little bit on track after a little slow start offensively. And the Vikings just threw away. It's going to be Marion Giant basketball. I want to thank some of our Marion Giant sponsors, some of our purple sponsors, Trent and Angel Daly, Culligan Water and Conditioning, Randy and Carol Matchett, Todd and Sue Nicholson. Thank all of our Marion Giant sponsors for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. Giants a 6-point lead, trying to increase it right here. Jackson, he goes inside, nice move, lays it up, and he wouldn't get it. Rebound, Jones up, no good. Here come the Vikings. Giants a couple opportunities, it wouldn't go down. Nice defensive play by Tusi Jackson. Seeing some of these players go on the floor reminds me, I've seen you go on the floor a lot of times, going after loose balls and, you know, giving it all.
My role on the team was to you know, be that type of player, get rebounds, set picks, go after loose balls. So important to know what your role is and to do it.
Got a little moisture or something on the floor right now. Thanks of our Marion Giants sponsors, the 150 Club sponsors, Alan and PJ Colley, Brian and Shanna Bento family, Alan and Christy Beck family, Mark and Shelley Hale, Ron and Judy Updegraff, Jocelyn Whitaker, Dr. Stephen and Susan Ward, Mary Palmeyer, Charles Slaughterbeck, Charles Solosky, and Jim Brunner. Thank all of our Giant sponsors for bringing you tonight's basketball game. Ooh, nice shove. That's going to be an offensive foul. As the student would say, you can't do that.
Yeah, good call. He got body to body with him, but then he extended his arm out. It was pretty clear and evident once you extend that arm out, that's going to be a charge every time.
The second team foul on the Vikings this quarter. Giants with the basketball in a 6-point lead. Tim Jones, he drives down the lane, lays it up, and he scores. Nice move by Tim Jones. Just kind of took a little stroll in the park to the basket for the layup. Giants have doubled them up. It's 16-8. Huntington inside, knocked away, and a little bit too much contact, I believe. Good defense, but it's going to be a foul on Tusi Jackson. It's his first, team's second. And we're going to shoot free throws. We want to thank our Marion Giants sponsors, the 75 Club, Clyde and Valerie Thornell, Bruce and Leslie Anders, Jake and Macy McCarthy, 30 Club sponsors, Carla Tucker and family, Above All Construction, Habitat for Humanity, the Box Express and more, Gas City Brewing Company, CIE, Marion High School class of 1967, Walt and Dorinda Turner, Brad and Laura Woodring. Thank all of our Marion Giant sponsors for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. So it's back to a 6-point lead now for the Giants. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Tim Jones fires from three. It's in the air. He got it. Tim Jones has 5, and the Giants are up 9. I think the Vikings better watch out, because if the Giants start spreading that lead, they could turn this into a blowout.
Yeah, they figured something out definitely on the offensive end with the pick and roll. Last time, Tim took it all the way to the basket, so this time the defender laid off, and he pulled up and hit the three.
It's a foul on the Vikings. So the Giants will play it in. Right now we've got Barnes, Freshwater, Jones, Jackson, and Rogers out there right now. Jones drives inside between two men, lays up, wouldn't go down, and he's going to the line. We talked about with baseball kind of being your sport. You left Marion High School and went to University of Michigan to play baseball.
Correct, yeah. Went there to pitch, and looking forward to our football team in the upcoming playoff here. So hopefully we'll do better than last year.
And also remember, weren't you drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays in the 1988 Major League Baseball amateur draft?
Drafted by the Blue Jays, yeah. They wanted to send me to Medicine Hat, Canada, so didn't sound like that exciting of a place, so ended up going to Michigan there and ended up ending my arm there, but would not trade that experience for anything.
Vikings with the basket right now. The Giants with an 8-point lead in the ball. 4:18 to go in the first half. Rogers from way outside. Wouldn't go down. Rebound, Vikings. Vikings having a little trouble breaking the press. Tim Jones with a steal. Jones going to drive in, lays up, and he's fouled. He's going to the line. Saw baseball coach Mark Fagan working hard as he always does all the ball games. They're selling Chick-fil-A sandwiches that benefits the Marion Giant baseball team. They got the 50-50 going on at each Marion Giant home game. Supports youth baseball in Marion, and also you could be a part of that, and you can be supporting a good cause and also leave the game with a nice cash prize. I believe someone last night left with about 500 plus.
Okay.
Tim knocks down both free throws. The Giants with a 10-point lead. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Kicked it, drive, and something happened there. Looks like the ball got kicked and then somebody dove for it.
I think did they call it technical?
Well, seems to be a lot of those going around lately.
Not sure who it was on, though.
Well, the Richmond game just a little over a week ago, we came out from halftime, and the first thing the ref said at halftime was, we're starting the third quarter with a technical. So it looks like we're going to shoot some free throws for Huntington. Got the first one. That's Zach Nash, as we said, averages 15. He's a 6'1" senior. He's got 7 points already tonight. He's halfway to his average, and he's got 8. Logan Barnes is going to take a seat. Right now the Giants have Townsend, Jones, Freshwater, Jackson, and Rogers on the floor. Marion with an 8-point lead. Drives inside, nothing there, knocked away. Here come the Giants on the run. Tim Jones gets by his man. Alley-oop, Jamin couldn't hang on. Freshwater up, blocked, and we got a foul. Well, tried a little alley-oop play that didn't go as planned. So you're telling me that Canada's a little colder than Michigan. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, hard to believe, but yes. So.
Probably a lot of times in baseball in Michigan, you had to play indoors, did you? During the winter time to work out?
Yeah, we played indoors, it seemed like most of the season. All practices are indoors. Teams down south have been outside all year, so it's definitely a different world playing baseball in the north of the south.
Freshwater have one more, trying to give the Giants a 9-point lead. And he got it. 3:35 to go in the first half. Giants 23, Vikings 14. Freshwater checks out. And Smith back in for the Giants. So right now, Huntington's got 5 fouls, so the rest of the 3 minutes and 30 seconds, Giants be shooting free throws. No good, rebound. Vikings get it back. Fakes the 3, goes inside. Looking for 3, nothing there. Inside, knocked away, we got a foul. Looks like it's gone Mr. Smith. Huntington trying to stay as close as they can. They've managed to stay relatively close right now. Shot no good, here comes the Giants. Jones on the run. Thought about a 3. Goes inside, Rogers up, wouldn't fall, and he's fouled. He's going to the line. Want to thank our Marion Giants sponsors. Our game sponsor tonight, IMG. As we said, want to encourage you Marion Giant fans to get out and support the Giants. Got a lot of home games. This is home game number 5 of the year. Still 8 more on the schedule. Some good teams coming in. We got Noblesville on Tuesday night. On the 29th of December after Christmas, we've got Lawrence North. Then on January 5th, the Carmel Greyhounds come knocking. Free throws good. Giants up 10. Coach Blackman giving some instruction on the sidelines. You know he's glad to be back over there. Vikings still being very patient right now as the Giants playing good man-to-man defense. Nothing inside. Fires a 3 in the air, off the front of the rim, rebound. Smith on the run. Between 2 guys, lays it up and scores. Nice basket. I believe he's fouled, going to the line.
Yeah, the Giant pressure defense is starting to pay off here. Huntington was working the ball very good early in the game, getting the shots they wanted. I think the Marion pressing defense has sped them up and making them take shots that they're not necessarily used to taking.
Yeah, and once the Giants get out on a break, it's hard to catch up with them. Completes the three-point play. Giants up 13. 2.5 to go in quarter number 2. Coach Eric Thompson of the Huntington North, is his first year there, is probably thinking, what do we need to do to get back this ball game? There's a steal. Rogers is going to lay it up, and he scores. Giants up 15. Rogers has 4. Giants up by 15 points with just over 2 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Giants slowly but surely building the lead. Inside, blocked, got the basket and a foul. It's Ethan Zahn, a 6-foot junior, who's not afraid to take it to the basket. He got 2, he's got a chance for the three-point play. Giants getting ready to make another substitution. Rashad McCollum comes in, Smith sits down. Second one rolls in. Giants 29, Vikings 17. Minute 50 to go in quarter number 2. Giants can just settle down and work their offense right now. The lead, no reason to be in a hurry or rush any shots. There's Jackson from the corner. He got it. 2-seed Jackson with a 3, and the Giants back up 15. It's a lot more fun playing from ahead than being behind.
Yeah, I think
I've noticed that from last night to tonight.
That one was set up by Jamin, got a lot of attention there and left 2 guys open. He had his pick of who to pass to.
Callum with the rebound out to Jama. Here's the Giants on the run. Kicks in the corner. Rogers going to fire from 3. It's in the air. He got it. Giants are starting to light up the threes. It's starting to rain here at the Bill Green Athletic Arena. That's three-pointer number 5 for Marion in the first half, and they're up 18. Since you're here, we need a little of that purple rain back. And we got traveling. Said Huntington had a tough ball game last night. They lost to Leo 69-65. They've played a pretty good schedule. They played Homestead, Mississinawa, Warsaw, Manchester, and Leo. And tonight the Giants, though, pretty solid schedule right there. It's we're still going through some growing pains. We're going to be shooting free throws. Tim Jones back at the line. He's got 8 on the night. Averages just under 9. With this free throw, he could be above his average already. He's got 9, and the Giants have a 19-point lead. Tries to make it 2 in a row, and he got it. Giants up 20. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Huntington's going to have to start hitting some shots. Knocked away, still going to be, I think the Huntington North Viking tipped it's going to be Giant basketball.
Yeah, their defense is really getting them in trouble now. The pressure defense, they're trying to make long passes across there, and they're getting tipped and stolen.
Smith checks back in for the Giants. So if you're the Huntington coach going into halftime, what do you tell your team? Start making plans for Sunday dinner or what?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm not a coach, but I would definitely cut down on their passes where they're trying to pass it cross court. There's just too much speed on the Giant defense that those passes are getting intercepted.
They're facing what the Giants faced last night. Kokomo was coming off a 22-point loss, so they were upset. Giants coming off a big loss, so they're kind of upset tonight. Oh, collision down under the basket. And it's going to be a foul on the Giants. It's going to be on Smith. And we're going to shoot free throws. That's foul number 3 from JJ. .4 seconds left in the first half. Giants, after a slow start, have had a good quarter, 28 points this quarter. Three-pointer in the air at the buzzer. No, low before the buzzer. Knocked away. We still got 2 seconds. Can't get it away. That's going to end the first half. After one half of play, the Giants 37, the Vikings 17. Back it a little bit with the start of the third quarter.
On behalf of the Marion Giant baseball team, we would like to thank the Alumni Association for our new jackets.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alumni Association, for our new uniforms.
Hey, alumni, thank you for the headsets.
Thank you, Alumni Association, for the travel suits.
And we're going to Raider Nationals because the Alumni Association has made that possible. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank the Tommy Willis Foundation for this brand new piccolo snare drum.
We would like to thank the Marion Alumni Association
for our new track and field uniforms.
Thank you.
We want to thank the Marion High School Alumni Association
for our brand new girls soccer warm-ups.
Thank you.
And we would like to thank the Marion Alumni Association
for our new equipment this year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alumni Association, for your donation that helped us go to the Raider National Championship.
I wanted to say thank you to the Alumni Association for our goal shot this year. It really helped the girls in practice and our winning record, so again, thank you.
On behalf of Marion High School Varsity Choir, we would like to thank the Marion High School Alumni Association for providing our uniforms for us, and to do so, we wrote you a song.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for us. It may sound double Dutch, but our delight is such. We feel as if a losing war's been won for us. The dresses and the tuxes you provided have given us an extra classy touch. We look so good performing, and we really have to say thank you very, very, very much.
Hi, I'm Kristen Edwards, the girls' high school tennis coach and a graduate of the 2010 class. I can't thank the Alumni Association enough for all their purchases to help our tennis team get better. Let's start with this amazing ball machine that we can use for drills and several other things. Isn't this cool?
Thank you!
The 2022 Mu Alpha Theta National Convention 11th place sweepstakes winners, the Marion Giant Mathletes.
Thank you, Marion Alumni Association.
Hi, I'm Ayana Kemp, I'm 17 years old, and I would like to thank Lori Elsroth and the Alumni Association for supplying this slab roller to us in the art department, because it helps us to be more efficient with our projects and expand on our imaginations when we're doing projects. So I would like to just demonstrate this for you guys. So you're going to take a chunk of clay and you just put it on the slab roller, and you just fold this over. And then you're going to crank this wheel, and this will roll out a sheet of clay for you to cut slabs. So just keep rolling this out. Ow.
It looks so effortless.
It really is, actually.
Thank you, Alumni Association.
My name is Chandler, and the start of the recycling clay process, you have to pound all the dry clay, or like whatever clay you haven't used, you have to pound all the dry clay, and then you have to put it in the bucket and fill it with water to soften the clay.
My name is Elena Carmen. I'm a junior, and I'm going to show you how we recycle clay. You put the dry clay in here, and we make slurry, and we take it out. And we put it on this nice canvas board for about 2 weeks, and then we get a good old clump out of it after 2 weeks, and we're gonna wedge it like this, and you get all the moisture and the bubbles out of it, so we can use it for our artistic projects.
Hi, I'm Chloe, and I'm a senior at Marion High School. And with this new machine that we have, we are able to speed up the recycling process. By adding slurry to the hopper, we are able to also add dry clay to it, mix it, which allows us to then take it out, knead it, and then use it immediately.
Thank you, Alumni Association, for investing in the arts.
Well, I'd like to thank the Alumni Association for the purchase of the SCAT trainer for the JRTC marksmanship team, and we're going to show you what it does today. Basically, the SCAT trainer is a laser that goes on the end of the rifle, and it's hooked to a computer where it will show us where the individual is shooting on a target. More importantly, what it does is it shows us how, when they're approaching the shot, how their hold is when they're getting ready to take the shot, what happens 1 second before the shot, 1/10 of a second before the shot, what happens when they take the shot, and what happens after the shot. And that may not sound very important, but when you're a shooter and you're shooting at a target 33 feet away, you can't see that. You don't know what that is. But through the analysis of the SCAT trainer, that helps us evaluate their shot plan and determine here's what they need to work on. So we're going to give you some shots of how this thing actually works. Okay, what we're doing first is we're calibrating it so that we know that it's aimed at the exact target that he is shooting at. And we are good to go now. So he's a really good shooter, so you see his breathing, and as you're breathing, the rifle goes up and down. And then as it changes from the green to the yellow, that is 1/10 of a second before he takes the shot. And so what we saw is he is actually holding the rifle too long before he's taking the shot. And that's why we got a little bit of the squiggly pattern. The red on there is what happens after the shot's taken, where the rifle raises up automatically and then he kind of moves it away. Okay.
We are the JRTC Raider team. We are thankful for the support we get from our community. We are the state champions. We are on our way to the national championship.
Rebound, no! Rebound, Reggie! And Marion has won the state championship! Marion has won the state championship!
8 state championships.
Back at the Bill Green Athletic Arena, we're at the halftime, getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Giants on top, 37-17, led by Jamin Townsend with 10. Mar Rogers with 7. Tim Jones also had 10 for the Giants, and then we have Smith, Barnes, and Jackson each with 3, and a point for Chase Freshwater. So Coach Blackman has to be happy with this first half.
Yeah, I think after last night and the coming out of that bad defeat, coming into this game and getting out to a 20-point lead, I said earlier that it was important for them to get to a lead, and that way the pressure doesn't start to build. But I think you'll see more of the same. They'll keep pressuring them on defense. Huntington in the second quarter started to show cracks on their offense and couldn't handle the defense, so I expect to see even more of that.
We talked about for a little bit about your baseball career, but definitely one of the greatest pitchers in Marion Giant baseball history, and you pitched down at the state finals?
Yeah, I pitched down the state finals. Unfortunately, the result wasn't so well. We lost 1-0. I think that was the score, but yeah, that was in '86, my sophomore year. Of course, Marion won the state a couple years before that, so had a good little run there for Marion Giant baseball in the '80s.
So you had some good experience in state finals as far as being there in baseball, a couple state championships in basketball.
Yeah, we had a very good high school career as far as athletics, and it was a great time. Yeah, we got to experience a lot of different things.
And your dad kind of got all that started. He had a great athletic career here at Marion High School before he got into being the principal and all these other things, him and Jack Colescott.
Yeah, Coach Colescott and my dad were very good friends, and my dad also played baseball as well, went on to play baseball in college as well as also being the leading Persinger family scorer, so in basketball.
So right now, Jamin Townsend having to jump up and help fix the rim. Here's be a little bit of a delay. Well, hopefully the rim on this end works as well for the Giants that did in the first half on the other end.
I'm not sure what's going on now.
Well, now we're either going to do a cheer or we're going to have the cheerleaders try to fix the rim or net. This could be a first. Well, I guess it's the net maybe come loose.
Right, okay.
There you go.
It's quicker than getting a ladder out, so.
There you go. Marion Giant students can do it all. You're a cheerleader and you also fix the net so we can keep playing. There you go, nice job. So thanks to the Marion Giant cheerleaders, we're ready for the second half. Giants with a 20-point lead, Huntington to throw it in. Giants with their same starting lineup that they started the ball game with. They got Barnes, Jackson, Rogers, Smith, and Jamin Townsend. Vikings got a long way to go right now, down 20. Knocked away, the Giants on the break. Rogers catches up with it, scores. Giants up 22. Rogers has 9 and the Giants up 22. There's a steal. Smith, he's going to take it in. He'll score. J.J. Smith has 5, and quickly Huntington wants a timeout. 7:32 to go in the third quarter. Giants up 41-17. Back in just a moment.
It takes lots of skill to be a Marion Giant basketball player. And it takes a lot of skill to make people smile in Grant County. We love making people smile in Grant County and Gorman Bunch Orthodontics. That's our job. And that's what we're really talented at. Just like it takes talent to put the ball in the hoop, it takes talent to put a smile on the face.
Talk about some Indiana All-Stars. LaFawn Bowen from the 1985 state champion Marion Giants here in attendance tonight. We could put together a good team here tonight.
We'd be a slow team at this point in our careers.
You know,
but
slow but sure. Giants up 24. Huntington Viking basketball. Giants put on some full court pressure. Double team, gets away inside. Nice pass up and scores. Sam Double, his second basket of the night. 3 in the air for Barnes. Short rebound, Huntington. Vikings gonna run. They go inside. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound, Giants. Here's Jamin. Coach Blackman hollering out instructions. Jamin gonna drive, stop, baseline shot in the air, got it, looked good. He's got a dozen, halfway to his average. Giants with a 24-point lead. Three-pointer in the air, Huntington knocks it down. (43-22). A lot better halftime talks when you're up 20.
Yeah, it looks like they got even more aggressive, double teaming the ball coming out of halftime. And first 2 possessions it worked. The last 2, they've got some easy shots out of it.
Jamin just knocks down a 3, and it's now a 24-point lead once again. Near steal. Here we got a steal. Here's Jamin. Gonna catch up with it. Get ready. It is showtime. Jamin slams it home. The Giants up 26. Knocked away his kick. Going to still be Huntington North Viking basketball. Thanks to our Marion Giants sponsors: Brunner Dental Center, Bobby and Corey Browder, Edward Jones, Evan King Health Markets, First Farmers Bank and Trust, and our game sponsor, IMG. Inside shot blocked by Rogers. Vikings get it back, throw it up, no good. Rebound, here's Barnes. Giants gonna run. Inside. Barnes stops, fires. No good, rebound, Huntington. And they threw it away. Here come the Giants with a 3-on-1. Jamin, nice pass. Smith lays it up, scores. He's got 7, and the Giants are up 28. Biggest lead of the night. Near steal, dives on the floor, out of bounds, still gonna be Viking basketball. Good hustle by J.J. Smith. Coach Blackman enjoying this tonight. He's had some memorable times with as a player and coach against Huntington. Still people talk about the back before he had a lot of the highlights on ESPN, the 360 slam dunk he did against Huntington.
I remember that. I was in the building.
Is that what inspired you?
Yeah.
I could do that. And we got a foul. Thanks to our Marion Giant sponsors: Gorman and Bunch Orthodontist, Greg Huber GMC, Hudamaki, Indiana Wesleyan University, Ivy Tech, Kingdom Roofing Systems, Living Forward, Marion Health, Moving Real Estate, Nick McKinley State Farm Insurance, Nicholson Realty 2.0, the Tomahawk Restaurant, TJR Equipment, and Via Credit Union. Thank all of our Marion Giant sponsors for bringing you Marion Giant basketball, and it's been a fun one so far tonight. Giants up 28. Knocked away, here's a steal. Huntington gets it back. Wide open 3. No good, rebound, Giants. Giants with 3-on-1. Here's Rogers, he lays it in. Rogers has 11, Giants up 30. And we're gonna have a breakaway. Here's Jamin. Up and no good, we got a foul. It's about the only thing you can do right there to stop Jamin. It's pretty brave, but it's almost like stepping in front of a runaway train.
Yeah, he did a good job of preventing him from getting to the baskets.
Jamin was 17, came in averaging 23, and he got it. He'll get one more. And a little short. Viking basketball find themselves 31 points down. Drives to the basket, nice move up and no good rebound. Giants. Jackson on the board. Kicks it over to Smith. Little floater in the air, no good rebound. Huntington. Vikes is going to try to run. Bring it back out. Baseline shot in the air, nice shot. And we got a quick foul right after the basket. It's on Zach Nash, that's his fourth, and he's their leading scorer. Giant basketball in a 29-point lead. Barnes on the move inside, kicks over the corner. Rogers for the three, it's there, no good. Rebound Huntington. Inside, lays it up and blocked. Nice defensive play. Smith knocked out of bounds, still gonna be Giant basketball. Well, the Giants are continuing to hustle.
Yeah, they're being very aggressive on defense. Getting up right on the Huntington players, trapping, making it very difficult for them to find a pass.
Here's Barnes. Looking inside, gives it to Jamin. Jamin's gonna go one-on-one. Inside, up, and he got the basket. Hard to stop that. Jamin has 20. It's a quick turnaround. Giants have a day off tomorrow, practice on Monday, and another game on Tuesday. Noblesville, which should be a tough contest. Inside, knocked away. Huntington got it back, scores. (55-26), just under 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Jackson working on his man. Drives inside, kicks in the corner. Rogers for the three, it's in the air, short. Rebound, Vikings. Kick, nice save, still loose. Still loose. Giants have it, and we're gonna have a tie-up.
JJ spent a lot of time on the floor going after loose balls this half. Good hustle.
Giant basketball, Giants played in. They have their same starting lineup still on the floor right now with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Thought about an alley-oop. Jackson, he'll fire from three. He got it. Juicy Jackson with his second three of the night. Giants have 7 threes tonight. Smith trying to make it 8. Oh, rolls around, wouldn't go down. Here come the Vikings. Little baseline shot, goes in. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Giants up 58-28. Giants going to take their time right now. Jamin a fire, short rebound, Jackson. Lost it, still going to be Huntington North basketball now. Giants with some substitutions. Lukias Warner, Jace Freshwater, Tim Jones check in. Smith, Jackson, and Rogers sit down. Minute 35 to go, Giants up 30. Thanks to some of our Marion Giant Gold sponsors: Hunter Ford, Tim and Kelly Street Bar Brothers, Greg and Heather Kitts, J. Meyer Real Estate, St. Paul Parish, Summers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Melissa Stone Ruloff Mortgage Company, Philip Morgan Landscaping, the Morse Group, Partners First Federal Credit Union, and they have trouble getting it in, loose. Still loose, Huntington comes away with it. And we get a foul. Also want to thank Wings, etc., the class of 1971 of all, and all of our Marion Giant sponsors for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. Hopefully we have a lot more games like this year, more than we had like last night. more fun to be up by 30 than down by 30. That's pretty astute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, they probably taught you that at Michigan, didn't they?
They did. It's always better to be ahead. So
inside baseline shot, nowhere to go. Shot in the air, no good. Rebound. Giants. Way down. Here's Jamin. Inside, up, and Euro move and scores. Jamin with 22, and the Giants up 32.
Call it the Euro move. They used to call it traveling when I was.
Well, traveling, Euro. Tomato. Coming the other way, here's Tim Jones. He's going to try to throw it down. It wouldn't go. Might have just taken a layup there instead of that. Down to 30 seconds. Layup. Wouldn't fall. Here comes the Giants. Warner. Thought about a little alley-oop, and Huntington knocked it down. Yeah. Coach Blackman saying, you know, you just need to make it easy.
Going for the razzle-dazzle plays now.
24.7 left in quarter number 3. Giants up 60-28. Tim Jones, he's going to drive inside up, and he scores. Have Jones for 12. Giants up 34. Final 10 seconds of the third quarter. Huntington from 3. Short. Out of bounds, going to be Giant basketball. See what the Giants do in the final 3.3. Jamin's going to drive. He's going to stop. Top of the key, three-pointer. Got it! Jamin Townsend with a big 3, and the Giants increase their lead. After 3 quarters of play, Giants 65, Huntington 28. Back with quarter number 4.
At Insurance Management Group, our mission is to protect our coworkers, communities, and clients. One way in doing so is we educate and equip our clients with the information that they need to make the best insurance decision for them. Please check us out at insurancemanagementgroup.com. Looking forward to working with you soon.
There's a new game in town at Greg Hubler Buick GMC. And supporting the Marion community is our #1 goal. From raising funds for local charities to volunteering our time, to giving back any way we can. Greg Hubler Buick GMC is behind the Marion community all the way. That includes being a proud sponsor of Marion High School basketball. For the best deals in town, it's a slam dunk at Greg Hubler Buick GMC.
Marion's releasing a guy each time.
Way up. That may bring rain. That almost went up the top of the arena. But it's good for 3, 65-31. Warner's going to drive. Inside, up, no good. Rebound, Huntington. Vikings on the run. Knocked away, Giants with a steal. Freshwater. Knocked away, and still going to be Giant basketball. Could be a wild and woolly fourth quarter with this kind of a lead. Thanks to our Marion Giant Purple sponsors, Trent and Angel Daly, Culligan Water Conditioning, Randy and Carol Matchett, Todd and Sue Nicholson, 150 Club sponsors, Alan and PJ Colley, Brian and Shanna Bento family, Alan and Christy Beck family, Mark and Shelley Hale, Ron and Judy Updegraff, Jocelyn Whitaker, Dr. Stephen and Susan Ward, Mary Paulmeyer, Charles Slaughterbeck, Charles Solosky, and Jim Brunner. Thank all of our Marion Giant sponsors for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. The timeline, we're down to 6:20. And with that shot that Jamin hit in the third quarter, we're going to have a running clock the rest of the way. Jamin lays it in. He's got 27. So that big lead right now for the Giants, we're going to have a running clock for the final 6 minutes. Three-pointer in the air for Huntington. They still shooting and still hitting. 67-34. Giants gonna make some more substitutions. And we're gonna have a foul. With 5:22 to go. Let's see who the Marion Giants are going to have on the floor. They're going to have Rogers, Jackson, Smith, McCullum, and Dennis, I believe, number 32. And now the officials, the clock continues to run. We're down under 5 minutes. There's McCallum. He's going to drive inside. Also, Hando got it back. Dennis fires from three. He got it! Outside, just checks in. Hits the big three. It's 70-34. The Marion Giants student section love it. Mr. Dennis, he scored 20 the other night, a JV game on Thursday night. Getting some varsity experience and knocks down a big three. Huntington with a three in the air. No good rebound. Here come the Giants on the run. Jackson. Inside. Knocked away. Still going to be, no, it's going to be Huntington basketball. Coach Blackman now talking to his players. Clock continues to run. We're under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Giants on their way to a big win to move their record to 4-3. Huntington will fall to 0-6. And now we're going to talk about things. At this point, they can just start talking about their after-game dinner plans.
The running clock is an interesting rule. When does that come into play?
35-point lead.
At any point or to start the quarter?
Second half.
Okay.
Here's Warner. He's going to drive. Back out to Jones. He thought about a three, and we got steps. And we're going to go the other way. Giants 70, Vikings 34, 3 minutes to go and a running clock. Huntington continues to put it up and score. Jamin sets down tonight with 27 points. Here's Jones. He goes inside. McCollum, he'll fire from three. He got it! Everybody's getting into the act. Giants up 73-36. Knocked away, here come the Giants. And way down here, Smith catches up with it. Gives it back to McCollum. He's gonna fire again from three, it's in the air. No good. And we got a foul. Giants having some fun right now, up 73-36. Jamin with his 27 points, that will put him up to 971. So he's only 17 points behind 19th place Reggie Jones. So hopefully he'll be able to do that on Tuesday night. If he doesn't, the Giants may be in trouble.
Yeah.
Rashad trying for another free throw to add to his point total. Got the second one, gets one more. I have the Giants unofficially for 10 three-pointers tonight. They've almost, with their three-pointers, got as many points as Huntington has altogether. And they got 2 out of 3. Giants 75, Vikings 36. And we got a foul. Caught in the air. Students right now cheering and yelling for the one of the student managers to get in.
And he was looking at the coach.
I'm next, coach. 75-38, minute 20 on the clock. Giants well on their way to their biggest victory of the year point-wise. Up and nice move by Tim Jones. He's got 14 and the Giants lead 77-38. Now, Coach Blackman's going to want you to come back and do every game.
Yeah. I will officially claim myself as a good luck charm.
There you go. Here's McCallum on the break. He's going to drive, lays it up, and no good. Tipped up, and no good. Rebound. Dennis up, no good. Giants get it back. Jones slips and falls, and Huntington's going the other way. It wouldn't fall. And with 32 seconds and counting on the clock, it's going to be Viking basketball. Well, the students and cheerleaders telling that I believe we just won, but I think we probably won back about 2 quarters ago. Clock has stopped with 15.1 left. There's a layup. That's going to give them 40. It's all over but the shouting right now. Giants up 77-40. Final 7 seconds. That's going to be your final score tonight. The Marion Giants are victorious, 77-40. Giants move their record up to 4-3. Huntington falls to 0-6. Well, Coach Persinger, what do you think about the Giants' performance tonight?
Very impressive. Aggressive defense, good shooting. I'm not sure of their three-point shooting percentage, but I'm guessing they were over 40%. I know they hit a lot, but it seems like they were hitting a good percentage as well, too. So.
No, it's always good for the coach and the players when everybody can get into the act, everybody gets a chance to play and score. It makes it a lot easier to get back to practice on Tuesday night.